Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen. This is Leonard for the Ultimate Growth Experience. So thank you for watching again. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. I hope you all got your New Year's resolution ready and achieve those goals this year. So great. Let's get started. So today, I'll be talking to you about my views in political correctness. So as a politics, history, and economics major doing a BA BCom degree at the University of Auckland, I probably will talk about it a few times on this channel, even though the main things that I talk about is self-improvement. So you might be wondering, well, why is Leo talking about self-improvement with political correctness in this video? The reason is this. They're not mutually exclusive, and also I think political correctness prevents a lot of people from trying to get into that growth mindset. So I'm an individual that has the idea of growth, of perseverance, of personal development, of self-improvement, of finding the flaws of our characters and making sure that our strengths are maximized. I'm a person who follows the logic of Simon Sinek, Tim Ferriss, Robert Greene, people like Mel Robbins, Lois Howes, and other of my heroes who are in the self-improvement category. Jocko Willink, who has a book called Extreme Ownership. You should be owning every single aspect about your life. You should be having the attitude of that. Now, ironically, that is not a politically correct statement to make. Now, in terms of political correctness, I've seen this prevalent in the universities. When they try to ban Dr. Don Brash, my former guest on my podcast, from speaking, not just at Massey University, but also at the University of Auckland. In my view, that is shocking, it's unacceptable, and anti-democratic. But simultaneously, the points that I'd like to make to you, the viewer, is this. You need to constantly go beyond, and I mean beyond, your tolerance level. You need to push that limit. You need to constantly get exposed to new experiences and challenge yourself. Because political diversity is very important to me, because you get an understanding and comprehension of why certain people think like this, or why certain people have these political beliefs. If you continue to block and ban and prevent people from speaking, you are not going to learn, you're not going to grow, which is the exact opposite of the ideas of improvement and of prosperity. So, another thing is this. People who are politically correct tend to put themselves in a victimhood mentality. They have an intersectional basis of thought. For example, they put the white man up at the very top, then they rank each person down, like cisgender male or straight male or this, that, and then all the way down to, the minorities in our society, like the transgender community, the women, this, that. I mean, there is a little bit of merit to that argument, and I'm not denying that, I'm not really certain about the values of white privilege, but the point is this, how does that help you? Like, whatever your identity is, how does that idea of putting yourself in that identity-based hierarchy, how does that help anybody? That's the question. You're saying, oh, I'm at the bottom of the pile, therefore I'm not going to succeed. Wrong. You succeed by constantly facing and front-loading your pain. You succeed by making sure that you do the right thing and create the right habits, meet and connect and network with the right people. And to the politically correct people, that is the exact opposite of what they are doing. I'm doing that right now. Networking with people, constantly linking to people on LinkedIn, having coffee with people that have a similar intellectual mindset, constantly hitting the gym harder, meditating every time in the morning, reading books that allow me to learn something new all the time. That is the exact opposite of the politically correct belief. This is why I'm telling you that politically correct ideas are crap, and it will not help you improve your life. So, for example, I've seen a number of activists, student activists in particular, who go out and protest and, do ridiculous student activism things. For example, going out and protesting about the closure of the University of Auckland Library in the architecture building. Okay, guys, how does that help you? How does that do anything for you? No matter what you do, it was going to close anyway, and it was self-evident because the administration make the decisions and they tend to just complete it. No matter what you do, they generally do not stop it. How do you make real change? You might ask. You improve yourself. You make yourself competent. You make yourself more intelligent. You stop hanging out with the people who are constantly dragging you down. Stop putting yourself in a victimhood mindset. Stop using your envious energy to hate on people. Why not copy them? Why not learn from them? You know why I find myself sort of getting away from people who I used to hang out with during my time at the New Zealand Labour Party? It's because they are so envious of the rich and they hate them to their guts. You know, they're not looking at rich people or the successful as a role model. Like, I look at, you know, people like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and all of the people that I admire. For example, my intellectual heroes like Neil Ferguson, Sam Harris, and Jordan Peterson. And, you know, people like Dr. Francis Fukuyama. I don't look at those people with envy. I look at those people with admiration, a respect, and I'm compelled to try and copy what they do. That's what growth is about. You look at the best examples and role models that you can find on the internet or even on YouTube or anywhere else in the world, and you try to emulate what they do, their habits, their goal sets, their mindsets. And ironically, this is the exact opposite of the politically correct orthodoxy. So I'm telling you, people, for 2019, if you think you are part of the politically correct bubble, get away from them. They will not help you. They will drag you down and constantly push you into this good versus bad dichotomy. That is not healthy. That's just going to drain you down. You know, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Pye because he is a non-politically correct left-wing commentator. And I think people who are on the progressive side of the political spectrum should listen to him a little bit more because he is saying a lot of correct things that I've seen. So, ladies and gentlemen, in politics, it's a game. I'm not willing to be part of that silly game where you put people and pin them against the other. I'm here on my YouTube channel to give you and provide content that will genuinely make some changes. You know, the reason why I ask all my guests about the habits is because they all have a common theme. They wake up in the morning, they do something that constantly allows them to push against what they want to do. Like, you know, they don't want to wake up early in the morning, but they do it anyway because they know it's productive. That's the main point of my channel. So don't buy into the politically correct dichotomy. It does not help you. In fact, people in those circles, ironically, have the worst habits. They're not productive. They waste a lot of time moaning and, you know, getting angry about things on the internet, about President Trump or something. And that's all they do. They don't improve. They don't improve their health. They don't improve their well-being. They don't hang around with the right people. They're constantly bickering, getting angry about people. So that's the point. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not buy into that useless political ideology. It's not going to help you. You listen when you come to university. You listen to the professors. You observe. You understand the perspectives. And that's it. That's how you learn. And that's how it will allow you to become a better person, a better individual, and obviously a better student. So, it's that simple. You improve constantly. And that's the best thing that you could do. And once you are competent and once you rise up the hierarchy, that is how you make meaningful change. Not by going out in the street and getting angry and bickering and yelling chants about the vice chancellor. That's not going to do jack. Okay? So finally, Happy New Year. Kill and succeed with all your goals and endeavors. And finally, have a great year. I'll talk to you soon, and the next podcast will be released very soon. See ya.